I'm here with Parker Burgess out of TNXL Academy, an Illinois signee and a Canada native. Parker, man, I appreciate the time.
Yeah, for sure. Thanks for having me.
So you come from rural Ontario. Take me inside the path to baseball.
Yeah, so I live kind of in the middle of nowhere in Eastern Ontario. I grew up playing hockey, and at the age of 10, I started playing baseball just from my hometown. Played some years in Peterborough growing up, and then made the step to play in the CPBL, which is the Canadian Premier Baseball League, for a couple years. And I had the chance to represent my country at the U18 World Baseball Classic, and now I'm here playing for TNXL.
Representing Canada for the junior national team, what did that mean for you? I mean, I know there's a different feeling when you put on that national team uniform. What was that like?
It's tough to put into words. It's an unbelievable experience, unreal feeling. It's an honor to go out and be able to compete for your country and play against the best players in the world.
I know you're into the 90s with the fastball. Take me inside the secondary stuff. Like if you're ranking all the secondary pitches, what order do you put them in?
I'd say my fastball is definitely my best pitch. My curveball is up there too, big 12-6. And then my changeup is a work in progress. I feel like it's coming along well though.
If you're making that progression that you want to at Illinois, what are the guys talking to you about now, the coaching staff, in terms of where they think a year from now, 2 years from now, that you can be as a pitcher?
Yeah, I mean, just growing into my body, developing strength, developing consistency with my delivery, my pitches, developing command, but overall just growing into my man body, my young man body.
What do you feel like your mentality is on the matter? Are you a guy that I go into this with a plan? Do you adjust as you see what the kind of the tendencies of a batter? Or how do you handle that?
Yeah, definitely. I like to blow fastballs by guys. My fastball has a high spin rate, so it plays really well up in the zone. And I like to just attack hitters and compete. I like to strike guys out.
When you're coming from Canada, you know, certainly there's a level of play that you needed to come to the United States to get, in terms of, you know, the guys you're around on an everyday basis. Where do you feel like things are at in terms of, you know, the baseball scene in Canada, you know, for the younger players, and ultimately, you know, the things that took you to TNXL?
Yeah, so it's ultimately just the reps. The amount of time we can spend on the field down here, especially in Florida, is unmatched compared to Canada, just because of the weather, obviously, right? Most of the time you can't get out on the field until May. We're in Florida. We've been on field practicing since February, and there was no need to not be on field, right, all throughout the winter. Yeah, it's just the reps and just the development. The bats are a little louder down here, a little more pop in the bats, definitely.
What was the draw ultimately for you in Illinois? I mean, was it when you look at things in Champaign, when did you know this was the spot for you?
I thought it was a great school overall, academically. I feel like it's a good spot I can come into and develop as a pitcher. I think that it's in a good spot. I like Champaign. It's a good atmosphere. It's a big college town atmosphere. It's a lot of fun. It looks like a lot of fun, so I'm excited.
All right, tell me about influences. You know, guys that, you know, along the way, certainly when you're coming up, everyone kind of has those guys that they gravitate towards. If you were kind of modeling your game after somebody,
like big leaguers, or like
just
anybody?
People that have influenced you as a ball player.
Okay, so I've had some arms that are a couple years older than me that I've looked up to, and I talk to often about the development side and pitching wise. And then one pitching coach that I developed a lot with over the winter was Paul Spaljarek. He's my pitching coach back home. Down here, Mike Mercadante, the pitching coach of TNXL, has helped me a lot. But if I were to say I model my game after somebody, I like the mentality of Scherzer, obviously, just a gritty, go out there and compete kind of guy. And then I feel like one day I could possibly have the same sort of stuff as some big leaguers like Garrett Cole. I think my fastball plays well like his, and I try to model my mechanics and pitching sequence after him.
Okay, you got the hair, by the way, too, the Garrett Cole hair. Yeah, I want to get you a ball, man. I love guys taking me through their grips, so I'm going to get you a ball and have you show us what you got.
Yeah,
sound good?
Sure. Yeah, sounds good. So this is my 4-seam grip. I really focus on pulling down the ball to create the high spin. And then my curveball grip, I like to grip it a little tighter, and I use my index finger to put some pressure on this finger as well to really get on top of the ball. And then my changeup, just like classic 4-seam changeup grip, circle change.
Parker, man, thank you so much for doing that. I appreciate it. If you're not already, make sure you follow LakePoint Sports on all our social media channels. Hit that subscribe button on YouTube for so much more happening here on campus.